All right, a lot of people may have found a hoverboard under the tree this morning. The tiny motorized scooters are a hot item this year, but they might be too hot. There's been a growing number of incidents involving hoverboards suddenly catching fire. Retailers are obviously dropping them and airlines are banning them. Are these gadgets a lawsuit just waiting to happen? David DiPietro is a former prosecutor and Alex Ozols is an attorney. Thank you both for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
All right,
good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon and Merry Christmas to you. I'm sure a lot of people received one of these hoverboard things under the tree for Christmas. Let's just talk about this for a minute because Amazon sites, some of them have already pulled this down. One has caused a house fire. Who knows how many ribs this thing has broken. This doesn't look good for the company. How long until they're sued for this?
Well, what's interesting is what the producers from Back to the Future 2 predicted all these new great products we were going to have. In the future, what they didn't predict is how much lawyers were going to be making from some of these failed products, because the standard is strict liability. Under strict liability, not only are the manufacturers responsible for injuries to potential consumers, the retailers and the distributors could be potentially liable as well. Only thing the consumer would really need to prove is that they use the product for its intended use. And if that is proven and injuries result, some of these retailers and manufacturers are going to have to pony up.
So, Alex, how does that work? Whose fault then is it? If it catches fire, the company can then say, well, they overcharged it, that was their fault. Is that really fair, though?
It's going to go through, well, one, it's going to be the manufacturers who did this, and that could be overseas. And a big question now is, are we going to be able to sue these manufacturers overseas? The Asahi case is the one that kind of governs this. And what they said was there's got to be minimum contacts in the U.S., and it's got to be foreseeable that these products are going to come into the U.S. And I think here it certainly is. So these companies that made them could be sued, and then especially through a strict liability theory, each person who touches the product would be sued as well. It could be the manufacturer, the distributor, it could be the retail company as well. And so what the U.S. is going to...
would that be part of it, maybe?
That's a class action for sure. Yes.
So what do you advise people then, David, who have just gotten these or are looking to buy one? Should they put on hold for now?
No, they should buy it from a major retailer. Major retailers like Best Buy or Amazon, they're going to be insured in case of a lawsuit. So if something were to happen, they would be able to seek relief somewhere within the U.S., irrespective of whether the manufacturers can have minimum contacts to be sued in the United States. So I would advise, one, research your brand, buy from a reputable brand, but also buy from a reputable retailer to make sure in case anything does happen, you can seek compensation.
All right, guys, stand by. I want to get your thoughts on this story. Magician and entertainer Criss Angel is being sued by his now ex-fiancée, Sandra Gonzalez, saying she deserves the value of her engagement ring, a 5-carat, $300,000 rock, even though she reportedly threw the ring at the mid-freak star when they broke up. Does she have a case here? What I will say first is a good thing that marriage did not go through. Alex, where do you see this one going? Who gets the ring in the end?
Okay, so here's how it works. Now in Nevada, it's a conditional gift theory, and what usually happens is it's a gift theory. So what that means is, if you're in a relationship and you buy someone a T-shirt, a car, whatever it is, that's a gift. And at the end of the relationship, when you break up, you can't say, hey, here's your bill, here's what you owe me. Now a conditional gift theory is different. That's for engagement rings, and what it means is you give this individual the ring, and you're doing that on a condition, and the condition is that you're going to be married. If you're not married, then that condition on the gift is done. That means that the condition has not been met and that Criss Angel has every right to the ring. His ex-fiancée has absolutely no rights to the ring, and she's not going to win in court.
So, David, then what argument does the ex-fiancée have here? Does she have anything she can stand on to win this?
Nothing. The only one that's going to have to create magic in this scenario is Sandra Gonzalez's attorney, because ironically, the only one that has a cause of action, like Alex had just stated, is Criss Angel. He's the one that can actually sue for the return of the ring. So, in addition to the other gifts that he's allegedly given to his ex-fiancée, it's the only one looking at a big counter lawsuit. And if I were Criss Angel's lawyer, I would urge him to file a big counter lawsuit and sue her and get back not only the 5-carat ring, but all the other gifts he allegedly gave her.
So you might be left with another lawsuit and no ring at the end of the day. Alex, David, thank you so much for being with us, and a Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.